Hey, welcome to ELP Wellness. Now, before we go any further, it's extremely important that you understand that if you are an athlete, or if you're a parent, or if you're a coach, if you feel that you or your child or one of your athletes has sustained a concussion or a brain-based injury, it is imperative that you seek medical attention. Do not use this video as medical guidance. That is not the purpose of the video. You need to seek medical attention. The purpose of this video is to show you how a concussion can actually influence muscular activation and influence the physical body, even though the symptoms of a concussion may be gone. So, with that, what you'll see is on the left, the first video is this athlete prior to the concussion. The second video, the one on the right, is post-concussion, a couple weeks later. Now, a few things to take note of. What you see is in the left video, this athlete is absorbing force. She's establishing a good solid bow. The bow is going to be about a 22.5 degree deviation of the thigh, the knee from the midline part of the body. You're welcome to look at some of our other videos or go follow Goda for that information. I'm not going to dive into that right now. That's not the purpose of the video. But what you see is the fact that she has a very good ground contact landing pattern right now. That's extremely important because if we want to produce force, we have to absorb it first, okay? Now, with that said, compare this to this. What you see is in video 2, the leg is basically straight. The leg is straight. We are very knee loaded, quad loaded versus video 1 where we are actually bow loaded. The body is wanting to absorb energy, and that is an extremely important concept. And if there's anything that you take away from the video, you need to understand that the body's number one objective is survival. The body does not care how far you can kick a soccer ball. It does not care how hard you throw a baseball. Its number one objective is survival at all costs. So, movement will always be compromised. Always. Movement will always be compromised because our body works on a hierarchy. The body's hierarchy, muscles don't exist on that. Your body does not care. Your body is designed to survive. So, when you look at the hierarchy of muscular recruitment or biomechanical recruitment, muscles over here, they don't matter. What matters is survival. So, when you evaluate the hierarchy, we go from movement patterns such as rolling, crawling, sitting, standing, walking, running, jumping, etc. in no particular order. That's for another video, okay? So don't give me shit based on that. You understand where I'm coming from, okay? We work on a hierarchy. If you've ever seen The Matrix, then you understand what I'm saying. Remember in The Matrix when Neo learned how to do Kung Fu. Remember they inserted that, disc and he learned how to do Kung Fu? It's kind of the same thing. We work on these biomechanical file drives. That's how the nervous system operates. So if we have a traumatic brain injury, the nervous system is going to say, I don't want to absorb force. I can't do this. And so what it's going to do is it will compromise your movement patterns in order to protect you. And if you listen to any of our other shows, as Dr. Lucky said, physical injuries get better over time. Neurological injuries get worse over time. And this is exactly why. Because the nervous system is going to protect you at all costs. And so if you can't absorb force, then you cannot produce it. And that is the key element right here. If you cannot absorb force, you cannot produce it. You see the impact right here. She may have been feeling good and medically cleared, which is, do not mistake my words, is extremely important. What the doctor says is important. Do not misconstrue my words. What doctor says is important. However, just because she feels good and doesn't have symptoms does not mean neuromuscularly there is not compensation that is happening. And this video proves that. Okay? Follow what doctor has said. Make sure CT scans, MRIs, etc. Everything checks out. Understand that even though you may be symptom-free, the nervous system will still change how things work in order to protect you. If you cannot absorb force, you cannot produce force. And that is evident in these two videos. Now, I will post another video at a later date that shows this young lady's